All right, guys, let's talk Division 5. So I'm really excited because I think Division is starting to be my favorite one to plan for. Every year I'm up in the ante for you guys. And for those of you who always ask, what is it? It is a squad-based open world survival force on force event, I think is the best term for it. This encompasses nothing but 6-man squads all over the field, all fighting for dominance, trying to get points by completing objectives, and most importantly, getting those loot items. So it's basically a giant, massive, full field looter shooter with vehicle combat, night play, and just everywhere you turn is going to be a gunfight. Literally everywhere you turn is going to be a gunfight. Now, this event is going to take place on November 7th this year, November 7th, 2026. And more important than that, I'm going to be expanding the mission time. The gameplay and check-in, check-in everything will start roughly 8 o'clock. Briefing, 9:30. You guys are on the field starting the game hopefully before 10 o'clock. Usually you guys have been really good and you're already prepped and ready, so we start the event early. But 10 o'clock is the official start time, and we will not end until 7 p.m. That's 9 hours of continuous play, which I think you guys are going to be very excited for, because a lot of you keep asking me for more night play missions. We haven't done those in so long. It just kind of turns into TDMs. Not this year. This year, at roughly about 5 o'clock, we're going to shut down the south side of the field, keep all the missions in play for the north side of the field, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going in the dark. So get your night vision out, get your lasers out, get your tracers out. It's going to be continuous vehicle combat and all. So I think it's going to be a big change from previous games. And then after the night play at 7 o'clock, then the game is over, and hopefully everybody survived as best as they could. All right, guys, so I want to talk about a couple ticket changes this year, and all the ticket questions you guys usually ask me. So tickets, guys, I'm going to tell you, there's only 6 players per team. Once that team's sold out, it's sold out. It's period. Ticket policy is always the same. These are non-refundable tickets. You can transfer them to other players, but there's no refunds, okay? Just let us know if you can't make it. We'll try to find somebody to fill for your shoes, all right? Then you guys can work out the payment. There are only 6 players per team, and yes, changing teams is totally acceptable. On the day of the event, if you're like, hey, I want to change my team to fight with my buddy, if you find someone to switch with you, that's totally fine, but I'm not going to do that for you. I got enough to worry about. You guys can always change teams. Just let us know. We'll try to help you out, okay? The other big changes with the tickets this year I'm very excited about. Tickets go live on August 1st, right? 3 months before the event. We're going to have a 3-week window where it's a discount ticket for $45 a ticket. And then after that 3-week early bird special, it goes to the normal $60 for the event. The biggest change for this year that you're going to see is that the waivers are built into the ticket. So you don't have to go to 2 different sites anymore and, get your ticket, get your waiver. It's all built in. When you're getting your ticket, you're getting your waiver signed. So I don't have to hunt you guys down anymore. We can make check-in just so much faster. Now, the big thing I want to tell you guys, and this is another question that I always get, is how to make sure I'm on the team with my buddy. We have 2 different options, seriously. One, guys, just call each other up and say, hey, I'm getting my ticket this Friday when I get paid. You getting yours in? Yeah, I am. Cool. All right. Or you can always buy tickets for your buddies. Just make sure that if you're buying multiple tickets, that you are actually filling out the tickets for your buddies. I don't want to see 6 John Smiths because you bought an entire squad out. We need their names, their birthdays, contact information, because again, it ties into the waiver. So please respect that. Please take that extra minute. If you're going to help your buddies out, great. Just make sure you're filling out that ticket properly. All right, it helps out our check-in, and I'm not going to hunt you guys down later during check-in to slow things up. All right, let's make sure you're doing that well. So that's another big change, is waivers are built in the ticket. The first event we're going to be doing that for. Hopefully you guys like that. We're going to try it out. And then again, tickets will be open until the Friday before the event. That's November 6th. But I want to tell you guys, and I think this is definitely going to happen, if you sell out fast, like you did for Dark Horizons, I will open more teams. I've actually built this up around 13 to 15 teams, right? Because I have a feeling this is going to be one of the biggest ones yet, and I want to have plenty of loot and missions and everything on the field to support that. So you guys sell out the first batch of teams that get released on August 1st. I will open up more. You guys show me the love and the support for this. I'm going to throw it right back at you. Now, another thing with teams I want to talk about is when I drop the teams is there's going to be 10 available at the start. And I'm doing that with a couple sponsor teams, which is pretty cool. We've got Real Tac Airsoft coming in to be the Assassins team. Jim is going to be leading the Commandos. They're from CZ Airsoft. URA is actually expanded this year. We're going to have two teams. We're going to have the High Table and the Devil Dogs teams for our official members. We've also got Cowboy will be leading the Fighting Irish like he does every year. We've also got the Los Logos coming back, which is really fun with Caveman. I've heard that the RCA team, the Bloodhounds from last year, are going to make another return. And I've been in contact with, actually two other teams from Nova that want to come out. That's 9 teams I've been in contact with. And like I said, we're only going to release 10 teams worth of tickets out the gate. So this is going to be a very quick ticket. I'm going to tell you guys, get those things as quick as you can to make sure you can play it. All right, I think it's going to be the biggest one yet. I'm very excited about this. I hope you guys are too. That just means more action, more pew, more kill confirming, just the whole 9 yards. It's going to be fantastic. Now, when it comes to objectives this year, a few other things are going to be changing. This is going to be the first ever top to bottom, completely digital, automated event. I'm going to be using the new auto refs, as you guys have seen, that I am building. The biggest change this year is every player is going to get their own RFID wristband. As you can see here, there's actually an RFID chip in this. So when you're going to interact with a device, whether it be a spawn point, an evac, a mission, you just scan it. You can scan the device. The device will then tell you what your mission is. You pass, you fail, there's a cooldown. It'll tell you everything on the device. And then all those points are instantly tracked via the network, giving you instant access to your points. So you know who's winning, that you can check that at any time on any of the devices. But more importantly, that's for your currency, right? Because you guys, the biggest part this year is going to be buying the upgrades that you guys have seen. There's a number of upgrades your team can get. And with these upgrades, you'll be able to attack vehicles, you'll be able to have extra medics. You'll be able to really survive, hopefully, with the upgrades. So you'll need that. So we're going to need to be able to track that. And that's what it's all about, is tracking your points, your currency, and everything else you need, so you're all good. Now, the other big change this year is since it's open world, it's going to feel like Helldivers. What's going to happen is there's going to be a number of stationary objectives all over the field, the power station, the stronghold, and the ICBM missions. And you, just like playing Helldivers, can pick and choose when you're ready to go play. If you're ready, go up, scan, do the mission, right? Sometimes you might get lucky and nobody will come and fight you for it. Sometimes maybe the whole world and some technicals will come down to bear down and just destroy you, right? So picking a good time for those missions is going to be key. And those missions will give you a lot of points, not just loot, but it will give you a lot of points this year. So we got additional missions. We've got have extra secret caches all over the field. Remember, the looting feature is the bulk of this, and this year your loot will have additional points. Previous years, they've all been 1 point apiece. This year, there'll be 3 points apiece per loot, giving that more value, so that way you can purchase upgrades. You can get a lot of stuff from just a little bit of loot. And also your team token, your bounty stuff, is also more valuable. Everything's more valuable this year because we're on a lot more teams, and I really want you guys to really get a feel for the world. There's a reason you want to get upgrades. There's a reason you want to go try missions. There's a reason you want to try and do a little bit of everything. You're not going to be able to beat this game by just doing one thing. You got to expand your repertoire. And I know that some of you guys are just going to be goon squads, so we always appreciate you too, all right? So there's going to be, like I said, RFIDs. Everything's going to be digital and trackable. Hopefully I can get the app working before the event, and you'll be able to actually track all that live on your phone. That is in process right now. That's my dream. Hopefully I get that working. There's a number of prizes at the end of the day. One of the big ones I do want to highlight is the official Division 5 watch. This is an actual watch. Doesn't tell time or nothing, but it has a built-in RFID chip that you can use for any future events with URA. And it comes with a nice holder, so you can really show off that you were the top squad for Division 5. Other prizes and stuff coming from our sponsors as well. So a lot of objective changes, all using the auto ref system. A lot more loot and a lot more value to that loot all over the event. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a massive hodgepodge of everything going on, including vehicle combat, including night ops. I cannot wait to make this one, a reality with you guys and get out there and just make Roanoke Airsoft a war zone of squads overlapping and fighting each other. And I hope you guys can't wait either. So anyway, that's a little intro for you. More videos and serious how-tos coming out. And I want to tell you that 95% of everything you need to find is already on the website, netrichmondairsoft.com/division. So get ready, mark your calendars, and I'll see you soon.